Hello, I'm Nimeesh Sharma from Step for a Better World Leo Club, and today I'm going to be presenting to you a PSA about food waste. This is a very large problem in the world right now. It causes carbon dioxide, causes us to lose space in landfills, helps contribute to world hunger, causes water wastage, and you lose money. So, when food sits around for a long time, it starts to release carbon dioxide, and in some cases, it can release more than a car exhaust pipe. And about 40% of all landfills are food waste. And if you don't want to eat that food you just bought, you can just donate it to food banks or soup kitchens. There are several solutions to food waste. One is just to eat everything on your plate. A second is to donate edible and clean leftovers to soup kitchens or food banks. And while composting is good, it still releases carbon dioxide and you only get back 1% of what you originally had. There is a food waste cycle. So most food starts off as a plant, then gets shipped to stores, where it gets bought, and from there they can either throw it out and go to a landfill, they can compost it and the cycle will restart, or they can ship it off to a food bank where the cycle will also restart. And 20% of what you buy gets wasted. So remember, stop food waste now. Thank
As part of the Earth Day project, I will be discussing the loss of biodiversity. My name is Diya Patel, and I'm a member at STEP for a Better World Leo Club. Biodiversity loss is the extinction of species, and a possible cause is climate change. Climate change makes it so hard for these organisms and species to adapt to the environment with these changing temperatures. One possible effect is the loss of biodiversity. If biodiversity maintains the balance in an ecosystem, the loss of biodiversity creates imbalances in the ecosystem, such as food insecurity and the loss of habitats. 3 ways we can solve this issue is by better government involvement. We need to create better restrictions and policies that target the specific issue. Second, we need to make the community aware. If they're aware, they can research ways and help combat this issue. And one way we can do that is by having humans save more energy. We end up using a lot more energy than we may know, so limiting this amount of energy and being more aware can help protect the environment.
Hi, my name is Pranav Joshi, and I'm a Step for a Better World Leo Club. So, fossil fuels is the topic that I'm covering, and it mainly impacts the air by causing air pollution and affecting nitrogen, which is one of the most abundant elements in the air, and it's also essential to plant and animal life. So when fossil fuels are burned, they release nitrogen oxides into the atmosphere, which help form smog and acid rain. And as well, they release pneumonia, which is another compound emitted to the air, but that's mainly due to agricultural activities. Most of the oxides released in the U.S. are due to human activity are from the burning of fossil fuels associated with transportation industry, like power plants and operations, along with ships, airplanes, cars, etc. So to help cut down on air pollution, you can consolidate driving trips, carpool, and take public transportation as much as you can, and consider biking and walking. Also limit the use of air conditioning and any other sort of electrical equipment that you have in your house, such as lights, computers, televisions, etc., by turning them off when you're not using them.
Hey guys, I'm Surya Sivakumar and I'm a member of Step for a Better World Leo Club, and today I'll be giving a short PSA on soil corruption. So first off, what is soil corruption? Soil corruption is when contaminants and toxins such as pesticides and arsenic seep into what we know as normal soil. Normal soil gives us a way to sustainably grow plants while impacting the environment in a significantly less destructive way. However, when we use pesticides to keep bugs away or carpet arsenic to protect against termites, we corrupt the soil that we know of, making it toxic and potentially poisonous. The toxins in the soil can kill the plants it once helped grow, and may even release poisonous toxins in the air that are harmful to us. It eradicates the ability to grow anything living on that specific patch of land. We can avoid soil corruption by using organic solutions to keep bugs away and natural substitutes for otherwise dangerous chemicals. If we focus on increased mass production for these natural alternatives, the cost of an organic lifestyle drops significantly and is less likely to deter consumers from purchasing them. Thank you for listening.
Hello, I'm Aditya from the Step for a Better World Leo Club, and I will be discussing with you about climate change. What is climate change? Put simply, climate change is when there are too many greenhouse gases on Earth, whether in the atmosphere, ocean, or ground, and it causes a huge temperature increase all over the world. Now, what effects does this have? For starters, this causes a massive change in ecosystems, meaning that these organisms cannot adapt to it. This causes a large loss of life and loss in biodiversity. Another big problem is that in the North and South poles, big chunks of ice are falling from the glaciers into the oceans, and because ice will melt into water, it will cause the sea levels to rise all over the world. And this has heavy impacts for towns and cities near the coastline, like Venice, for example, where you can see here that there's a huge flood going on because of the rising sea levels. To help solve this problem, we can use electric cars instead of gas cars, electric appliances instead of gas appliances, and in general, use renewable forms of energy instead of greenhouse gases. Also, growing plants helps a lot because plants take in CO2 and release oxygen. Thank you.